Happy Monday, Donnie Baker here, LPR Sound Foundations with you. Today we're going to discuss the top 5 studio monitors. Now again, these are just my opinion, but if you're ready to go look at my choices for the top 5 studio monitors, let's go. Today we're going to discuss the top 5 budget studio monitors. Now this is a day I've been waiting for because this is one of my favorite things to talk about is speakers and how they sound and how they feel, and I'm pretty familiar with each and every one we're going to talk about today. So first up at number 5, we have the M Audio BX5. Now I actually have an original M Audio SP5B that I bought in 2003. We still use them. They're still in use. They're actually in the lounge next to the TV to power, the video games and the TV in the lounge. That's what we use those for. Those are awesome. They still work great. I actually have a set of this exact speaker here, the M Audio BX5, on my desk in the studio office. And I use these for just listening to things in the office if I need to listen to stuff. But these things are definitely enough for that purpose. I mean, they're awesome. I've had them forever. They don't seem to quit. Here's some tech specs on the M Audio BX5s. They're powered, they're bi-amp, there's a woofer and a tweeter, and the thing with this is that they're rear ported. That means that the bass port comes out the back of the speaker. So if you get these a little too close to the wall, or like if you've got a bunch of foam on your walls it's a studio, right? So you might have foamy stuff on your walls, and that's gonna soak up some of those low frequencies that you kind of need. So you kind of might need, not get these too close to your wall. You know what I mean? The beauty of these too is that they're only $180 for the pair. That's the M Audio BX5s, $180 for the pair. Now, all these prices that I'm going to quote to you today, I got from Sweetwater, sweetwater.com. There'll be a link to it in the description down below if you want to go look at these yourself. There you go. Next up at number 4, we have the JBL 305P Mark II. Now, I'm not that familiar with the Mark II. I have had the Mark I's. The first generation of these. They were really good. I thought for myself, and this is just me, I didn't like the tweeter. It seemed like the tweeter was a little too wide, and maybe it's because it could be the composite that it's made of, the plastic, if you will. Here's some tech specs on it. They're powered, they're bi-amped, a woofer and a tweeter. The thing is that I felt they were a little underpowered. There's only 82 total watts between the woofer and the tweeter, the whole box. So, but again, these are rear ported as well. So again, if you get these too close to the wall, you kind of lose a lot of low end. Unless you're again, you're gonna have to try these where you like them. Try these where they sound great. As long as you get that stereo image that you're supposed to have with the equilateral triangle kind of thing going on. The thing with these is that they're only $250 for the pair. And again, all these prices are coming from Sweetwater. That's the JBL 305P Mark II. They're $250 for the pair. Next up at number 3, we have the KRK Rokit 5s. Now, I like these for one because they're front ported. The base port is on the front, so you can get these a little bit. So if you're in a smaller space, these make sense, because you can get these a little bit closer to the wall. You can push your desk up a little bit closer to the wall, and you don't have to worry about losing some of those low frequencies. Here's some of the tech specs on the KRK Rokit 5s. Again, I kind of feel like, now this is just me personal, I kind of feel like these are a little underpowered. And that's just me. That's how it feels. Again, I own KRKs. I actually have the Rokit 6s. And I just feel like they're a little underpowered for me. I don't use them in my everyday life. But here's the price of these is $375 for the pair. And again, these are workhorses. Now, I'll be honest with you. I do have KRK subs in my main room. There's two of the KRK S10s, the 10-inch subs. And man, I can't kill those. They've literally been in there for 15 years, and you just can't hurt them. They're workhorses, man. Hey, we'll get back to the episode in just a minute. I wanted to let you know that I've updated the studio growth formula for 2024. Just go to learnprorecording.com/studio growth formula. Download this quick PDF. This is a 7-step checklist that can help you build, grow, and scale your audio engineering, music production, studio business into something that could possibly take over your day job. So go get it. It's at learnprorecording.com/studio growth formula. We'll see you on the other side. Now let's get back to the episode. Up at number 2, we have the Yamaha HS5s. Now, I'm going to rave about the Yamaha HS5s. I have a set. We use a set of these in our podcast production studio. They're in there, and dude, I was quite surprised with the low end that comes out of here. I was a little bit skeptical, but I liked them because they were smaller. They were the ones I have are in white, which matches, you know, all the furniture in the podcast studio is white. But I was a little concerned that there wouldn't be enough bass response for, you know, producing in there or making music in that room. But I was quite surprised, and without a sub, I was very surprised. Now, here's some tech specs on the Yamaha HS5s. Again, 5-inch cone, a little bit underpowered, but I don't feel like we need a lot on this. There's 45 watts on the low frequency driver and 25 watts on the high frequency driver. There are some selector switches on the back, so you can kind of move that crossover around a little bit. But yeah, these are also rear ported, and again, you need to decide whether you want the front ports or rear ports. It just kind of depends on you and how you feel and how you like to have things. You know, if you want your desk closer to the wall, further away, whatever. You know what I mean? These are $400 a pair. The thing with that is that they're $400 a pair. These are retail prices. If you got a guy, you know, you might be able to get a little bit better. But $400 for the pair, honestly, a steal. Honestly, definitely worth the money. And these do come in white. I do appreciate that. The ones I have in my podcast production room are the white ones. They look great on the desk. It's pretty cool. And if you guys are ready, my number one choice. Now, these are all my opinion. These are all my choices. Of course, you know, if you go search Google or you go look on the internet, everybody's got their choice. But they're like, you know, everything else, man. Everybody's got their opinion. Everybody's got their favorites. My favorite is the Kali Audio LP6. Now, front ported. I think it's got something to do with the way the cabinets, the material that the cabinet's made from. It's a well done cabinet. It definitely rivals some of my more expensive monitors that we have in one of the studios here. I do really, really enjoy these, and I mean, honestly, they're only 80 watts, but you know, if you're like right now, I'm in my Studio B, which is a smaller studio, and we have those in here, and they fit nicely in this room. The room's not that big, so it fits kind of nice. Now, that's the thing, man. If you're in a larger room, you're gonna need larger monitors. Again, I suggest you go down to your local retailer, whether it's Guitar Center, Sam Ash, whatever, and listen to some of these speakers. Most of the retail centers have speakers set up that you can listen to. These again are front ported, which I think makes a big difference in where you actually mount these and how you can mount them. And again, these are only $400, and I'm going to say only $400. I would, and because I've heard these and I listen to these and I like these, I would pay double. I would pay $800 for a pair of these. I think they're worth $800, and I would definitely pay that. But $400, they are definitely a steal, and they come in white. If you're looking for that clean white look, if your studio's that kind of vibe, like my production room is all the furniture's white, everything in there is clean and white. It looks great. The white helps with the lighting in there, you know, the LEDs and all that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna say, man, that these just sound amazing. If you guys get a chance to listen to some Kali Audios, please take that chance. For more information about all these studio monitors, visit sweetwater.com. And while you're there, check out some of the other stuff that they might have available for you. You know, if you want to outfit your entire studio, I mean, you can do it at Sweetwater. And just get with a consultant, get with a salesperson there, and they can help you out, man. They're very knowledgeable, and they know a lot of stuff. And I do purchase a lot of things from Sweetwater when I need to, and that happens a lot. And if you ask my wife, it happens too much. So join us next week. We're going to talk about the top 5 digital audio workstations. Now, of course, these are relevant to what you're doing and how you're doing it. And you know, you may be an old Cubase guy, and you love Cubase, and you're going to stay on Cubase forever. I get it. We're going to talk about all that next week. So join us next week for the top 5 digital audio workstations. My name is Donnie B, and I am out. Peace. hopefully you guys got something out of this episode. I really enjoyed bringing it to you, man. I really enjoy studio monitors, and a lot of the choices that I made today on my top 5 all of them were under $500, but some of them, one of them I didn't really like that much, but the rest of them I really do enjoy, and I think you guys are going to enjoy them. I suggest, if you have a retailer close to you, Guitar Center, Sam Ash, go down there, man. They probably have some setup that you can go listen to. I would suggest, though, if you do that, bring some of your music that you're really familiar with, to listen through these monitors and see if it's something that you might want to try out. You can always try them out, and then if you don't like them, bring them back. If you don't like them, send them back, get something else, But try them out in your space. Talk to the guys at Sweetwater, man. They're really knowledgeable about spaces and how things are made, and if you got a treated room or not treated room, if you're in a garage or if you're in a barn, if you're in a church, whatever. I mean, these guys really know their stuff and they can help you out with this. And don't forget, go grab my Studio Growth Formula. This is going to help you decide what you need to build your studio in your space, whether it's a commercial space, your bedroom, your the garage, your mom's living room, whatever, so go grab it. It's learnprorecording.com/Studio Growth Formula. It's free. Just download this quick PDF. It's going to help you out, So, hey, I appreciate you. Next week, I'm going to bring you my top 5 DAWs. These are DAWs that I think are the top 5 that we use here in my commercial studio. And a lot of people that I know are using all of them. Some of us are using most of them. Some of us are using all of them. So I'm going to be bringing this to you next week. So we will see you next week on the podcast here, where I'm bringing you the top 5 DAWs. And then we're also going to see you on Wednesday on the blog post. And I'm trying a new thing on Thursdays. If you guys want to come join me, come look for me on YouTube or Facebook. I'm doing a live. Just a live Q&A at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. I think it's 11 a.m. every Thursday. We're going to be live. If you're not on my list, go get on my list. You can get on my list by downloading the Studio Growth Formula. Then you'll get an email reminding you of the day and the time and where we're going to be and when we're going to be there. And you can come join us. If you got questions, you got comments, you want to ask me something, you want to suggest something for the podcast, while you're down there leaving a comment, go ahead and like and subscribe, man. YouTube loves that stuff. So if you want to go check out some of my other videos, all the top 5 stuff are on a list. You guys can go look at it over there. I'll put a thing right here. It usually ends up on this side. We can go look at last week's and then the week before and all that stuff. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. Again, my name is Donnie B. I'm with LPR Sound Foundations, and I will see you guys next week. Peace. Have a great week.